Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day, and another brand new day in which I am starting the gesticulation early, but also on my lap, I have a living furry creature. A little Thigmo, a little Janus, he's a thick boy. I mean, he's big. I mean, he's small. He's a rodent, and he fits in my hand, but for tiny rodents, he is quite big. My little guy, don't worry. He's very nervous. He's been very nervous, but he's less nervous now, even though you can see him jumping as I touch him. And he just wants to get back into bed, into his nest, so I'm going to put him back into his cage. Here we go, little guy. Thank you, and I'm very sorry. You go back to sleep, and you move your house. His house got shifted a bit. There, little guy. He's still nervous, but he freaks out less. Now he doesn't run. Excuse me, I took a big old swallow of caffeinated beverage before I started recording, and now all the pressurized gas within wants out. My sincere apologies. I thought I'd depressurized before I started recording. But he used to, when I made a movement, he would dash. Now, when I put him in there and I was moving, he would go, and he was, literally, they put their little paws up like this, and then, so it looks really cute, their terror, but he was just right now just going at all my movements, but not dashing. So he's learning. He's getting slightly less nervous. I don't know why so many air quotes, but there we go. So that's a good thing. I freaked myself out the other night, and I have been having to deal with, oops, bonked in my keyboard garage here. And I've been having to deal with anxiety ever since then. And the weirdest thing is, it is the worst thing in the world to be anxious about, but it's affecting my sleep, so it's ridiculous and it's stupid. When you exercise, your pulse and your blood pressure go down. When you don't exercise, your blood pressure and your pulse rate go up. That's why it's an average of 72. The pulse rate for an average human being is 72, because we're everywhere for ranges. At the height of my alcoholism, even though I was healthy because I worked as a nurse's aide and I was strong, I mean, I could lean over a bed, grab a 200-pound person, lift them up, bring them to my side of the bed, set them down, and then work with them. I had strong muscle definition in my calves, and I was strong, but my pulse was close to 100. It was like a 92. My blood pressure on medicine was 190 over 100 because of my alcoholism. Now, I mean, once I quit drinking, my blood pressure just, and even now my blood pressure is an average of like 113 over 70, which is really good. And my resting pulse now, and this is the thing that freaked me out, because my pulse has gone down, down, down. It used to be 92 just 18 years ago, back in the year 2000. It freaked me out because my resting pulse lying in bed was right around 45. And that's like not very fast. And so I started freaking out about, and even knowing that that's nothing to freak out about. I mean, that's healthy, that's good. The more efficiently your heart beats, the less hard it has to work. And so my blood pressure is low because my heart does not have to work hard, and my pulse is low because it doesn't have to pound hard. So I'm healthy. And of course that started to freak me out because all my life I've been freaked out about hearts. I don't like thinking about hearts. I don't like thinking about my heart. The minute I start thinking about cardiac stuff, I mean, I can feel my anxiety level right now going up just by thinking about hearts. I don't know what it is, but all my life, even as a teenager, watching things like open heart surgery, oh my God, even the memory, it's horrifying. And so, of course, when my wife had to have heart surgery, I had to get used to that, because they replaced 2 of her heart valves, and almost as soon as she finished healing up, 2 of her heart valves failed. So the other remaining 2, we had to treat those medically. And of course, the weird part is, I'll be out walking, and this is the thing, I never feel any distress. In fact, I was walking up a hill at about 4 miles an hour, which is a very brisk pace, and my body would have been happy if would have been even happier, not just happy, but happier than what I had been doing, powering up a hill, if I had started jogging up the hill. I felt good. I felt energized. My body wanted to do things. And yet, when my pulse goes up, my atria are insane. They are nowhere near good. I mean, when your heart pulses normally, you've got your atria go lub, and then your ventricles dub, because these just squish blood down into your ventricles. Your ventricles squish that blood throughout your entire body. My ventricle goes dub, 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 with no issues. My atria, on the other hand, up to a point, they go lub dub, or lub dub, lub dub, lub dub. When I exercise by like going up hills, suddenly my atria start going lub, 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 lub. Luckily, while it's going just insane, my ventricles are going dub, 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 with no issues at all. But this part of it, boop, 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 that's not a good feeling. But at the same time, while that feeling's going on, no distress, no dizziness, no bad feelings here, other than feeling that little butterfly fluttery feeling as my atria go nuts. But I still, even with that happening, feel the need to run because I'm energized. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to start running at 56. Number one, I've never been a runner. Number 2, running is bad for your joints. And it really is. It's not good for your hip joints especially. And with fibromyalgia, I'm not going to go running where I'm slamming my feet into the ground. Hokey smokes, walking is bad enough. I have my shoes put as tight as they can go. And even just my regular shoes, I have to take them off because they hurt. My hiking shoes, boot things, when I go hiking in those, they're snug. They're not tight. They're just snug. But oh my God, they hurt. Because with fibro, your hands and your feet hurt so much. So if I go running, I'm gonna feel good everywhere, but I'm also gonna be hurting so much I get halfway to where I want to go, and then I wouldn't be able to make it back because I'd be hurting so much. So yay. So why am I freaking out? Because unfortunately, my alcoholism altered my biochemistry. Yay! I appreciate that. Thanks, past me. I never used to have anxiety. I never used to have migraines. The closer I got to the year 2000 and the closer I got to my death spiral for my alcoholism, where literally I should have been dead. I should not have survived any of my end-stage alcoholism. I shouldn't have lived through rehab. I should have died in the year 2000. But I didn't. And let's see, what was I going on with that talking about? I can't even remember what my original point was, aside from, and I'm so sorry, what was I talking about that? With my alcoholism, I know, and my body in the year 2000. I am so sorry. Oh, once again, I had a point. I was going on about it because I know I was talking about my heart. I know I was talking about health. And unfortunately, I do have to use THC for pain control. I do also remember talking about, the whole pain thing. But why? The central point, I could feel it being pulled out of my consciousness as if someone reached into my head and pulled just like, and then gone. So I am very, very sorry. My sincere apologies. You saw I had points and such. Luckily though, I'm not coming into vlogging like this as having a point to what I'm talking about. Even though I'd like to be able to finish my stories. I mean, that part hurts. The fact that I've got like an open parentheses that now I can't close. Ugh. And I hate recursion. Anxiety and that movement reminded me, yes, because of the anxiety. I never had anxiety or migraines or panic attacks. But because I was drinking and my body was changing so hard, I started picking up panic attacks where literally I would be at work and I would feel a snap. And there would be like someone dumped a cold bucket of water over my body. And I would turn to whoever I was working with and go, oh no, I'm so sorry everybody. And then wham! I would be hit with a horrible panic attack where I knew that I was going to fall over and die at any moment. And I had to be around people because when I fell over and died, hopefully someone would know CPR. And they would be terrible, terrible times. It would be for an hour, hour and a half, just terrified to do anything because I knew I was going to die. And then there would be snap. And then it would be just literally, oh, thank God. And it would be over. Just like that. I started having those several times a week. And it was horrifying. And my migraines, I started having migraines. I don't have them often anymore. I still have them periodically. But I am sensitive to light and sound, and I have to cocoon myself in darkness. Thank God I don't puke, but I've never been around anything loud or bright enough yet to drive me into that. But hokey smokes. I get maybe 3 a year now, but I used to get 3 a month. And oh, migraines. People get hospitalized for them. Thank God mine have only lasted like 2 days at the most. But that happened, and that was joyous. Ever since I've been sober, my panic attacks have turned into anxiety attacks, and then have turned into just anxiety. Sometimes it comes on like that, because if my lower back starts to hurt just right, then I know I'm doomed. Because that means my sciatica and my restless leg is triggered. And my restless leg syndrome, which sounds benign, but it's not. You really can't describe it, but the best way to describe the feeling of restless leg is, to me, it feels like someone has socked me right in the face, hard as they could, right in my schnoz. But I don't feel it here, I feel it in my calves. And it feels like someone has taken a wire brush that you use to clean out glass bottles and is running it through the middle of my bones. But I only feel that in the muscles of my calf. It's a full body feeling that I only feel in my calves. That other feeling, it's a full body feeling, but I only feel it in my calves. It's condensed down into there. It feels like bugs are crawling inside of my skin over my whole body, but only in my calves. And that's pretty typical. And the only way to make that feeling stop, if you're lucky, and it only happens when you're lying down, is you move your legs. Or you get up and you move. And as soon as you move your legs, though, the feeling starts to build up again. And as soon as you're up and moving, you got to keep moving or the feeling builds up. For me, though, it's bad because when that happens, I can't lie down. I can't sit in a chair. And even walking still makes it happen. There aren't any other positions There's only really those three: lie down, sit down, or stand, and all three of them give me restless leg symptoms. It's joyous. But actually, life is joyous. I mean, I enjoy metabolizing, and everybody runs on a spectrum, and life is not a destination. It is a journey. It is a balancing act. You can be perfectly zen one day and a mess of neuroses the next. I have to deal with all these things, and it's rough. I had another point that I was going to come up to, but I have no idea where I was leading up to with that, so yay. Thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. It is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my fibro, brain damage from my alcoholism, depression, and more, I'm lucky I can remember my own name. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing. And of course, I'm not reading the comments right now. Excuse me. I am just thanking you for having left a comment. So good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. The fact is you left a comment. I'm going to go through and read the comments afterward. I try to read as many as I can. Thumbs up each one that I do and answer as many as possible. I just can't spend all day in there, though I'd like to. It's fun. Thumbs up for that. So let me call it my Chrome. And, oh, of course, I got to get up to the top. At least I called it open. I just didn't get to the top of the page. And then there's Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Kiara, with a comma, thank you very, very much. Philippe Oliveira, thank you very, very much. Bodean Kalkun, I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. Pandora NYC1, thank you very, very much. And the Hammies are doing very good. Thank you very much. Very, 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 very much. Kathy Kitskat, greatly appreciated. V. Elizabeth, thumbs up and thank you. M. Kasuka or MK Osaka, I cannot tell, but thank you very, very much. Oh, 1613, thank you very, very much. And Caleb, greatly appreciated. Lovecrafty and thumbs up and thank you. Brandon Brandon Fares, thank you very, very much. And The Worst Lana, well, I'm very sorry. And Fortnite Gameplays, greatly appreciated. JDM, thumbs up and thank you. Safazi Sotsness, ooh, I bet I'm nowhere close, but thank you very much. Ryan Hodge, greatly appreciated. And Zumi, with what looks like a katakana character afterward. And XXX Tentacion, greatly appreciated. Daniel Bergstrom, thank you very, very much. Dan Scott, greatly appreciated. Stephen Manuel, thumbs up and thank you. Mr. Spaghetti, greatly appreciated. Artur Ara, greatly appreciated. Russian Timing, thank you very, very much. And last but not least, Luke Mascray, greatly appreciated. Thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of you has stated, you get me out of my head. I've got to adjust my shirt. Out of my head, into the world. Thank you so very much. This is my I'm into fitness pizza into my mouth t-shirt. Thank you very, very much again. It is a good t-shirt, fits quite well. Greatly appreciated on that. And if you can check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com, a blog created for me by Brian Glenn. Thank you very, very much. I haven't had a chance to write, and it's still been falling asleep or going walkies, but doing my best, and one day I'm going to, promise. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be, yes indeed, beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes. I try to speak English too. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very, very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you don't want to. I mean, again, like I said yesterday, look what I do with my hands. I mean, what kind of lunatic does this? I mean, no wonder my arms are tired. I hold my hands up in the air all the time. Good Lord, think about But if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Definitely a thumbs up. Well, goodness gracious, look at the time. It is 19 minutes and 20 seconds. So hopefully I'm going to have a reaction video today. No guarantees. It all depends on how I'm feeling and how awake I am. Thumbs up for that. Hopefully a game video, so you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. Definitely. Look at that. It's 19 minutes and 40 seconds. That means I've got 10 seconds to waste. So if you don't want to watch the very end of the video, I understand, but thank you if you do.